Are you ready to visit the Sydney Opera House, the Great Barrier Reef, and enjoy surfing in Australia after the COVID-19 pandemic? Watch this video to know the latest visa rules and entrance regulations. Hi, I'm Behnam from the Visa Library. This channel gives visa information about your travel destinations. In this video, you're about to learn everything about entering Australia. I also have a bonus for you. It helps you a lot along the way. Keep watching to get it. First things first, let me explain that Australia has provided eVisa or electronic visa. The entire application process is online. You must be from the eligible countries to apply for an eVisa, countries like the UK and most of the EU countries. The Australian government is strict over the eVisa rules. There are a few eligibility principles with it. 1. You must meet the health requirements. 2. You need to have a clean record certificate. 3. You or your family members cannot owe money to the Australian government. If so, you have to pay it off. 4. Applicants need to indicate that they do not want to reside permanently in Australia. 5. Having enough money to cover your expenses in Australia is also needed. Applicants under 18 years old might not receive an eVisa if the government finds it is not in their best interests. Are you wondering how to apply for eVisa? Cool, keep watching. Visit the Department of Home Affairs website of the Australian government. Create an account and submit the scanned form of the documents. You can find the link from the description box. There is no fee to pay for eVisa. It is exempt from paying any fees. The Australian government will notify you by email that it has received your documents. If you don't receive an email in 12 hours, check your request's status on IMMI account. At this stage, your documents will be evaluated and your application will be reviewed. Then a decision will be made about granting a visa. When the officials agree with your eVisa, you will receive 1. Your visa grant number, 2. The date your visa starts, 3. Your visa conditions. The average processing time for eVisa is 4 months. Yes, 4 months. Not 1, 2, 3, but 4 months. So you would better apply as early as possible. Remember that eVisa is a temporary visa, but its total validity is 12 months. Yes, 12 months. You can travel to Australia as long as you want during the 12 months and stay up to 3 months each time. 3 months, yes. But you cannot apply for a visa extension if you want to stay longer. In this case, you need a new visa. A big question: what are you allowed to do under an eVisa? The eVisa permits you to meet your family and friends in Australia, spend your vacation in this country, study for 3 months under certain circumstances. Yes, it permits you to study. If you want to train at a childcare center, a healthcare center, or a hospital environment, you can apply for an eVisa. The other thing you're allowed to do is to take part in business activities. You can negotiate for business activities, take part in conferences, seminars and events, sign import or export contracts and MOUs, and negotiate for an employment contract. Let me ask you, can you sell your services and goods under eVisa? The answer is a definite no. If you want to do this or a related activity, you have to apply for a temporary work visa. Now it's time to talk about Australia ETA or Electronic Travel Authority. At the moment, only 33 countries are eligible to apply for ETA. Find the list of them in the description box. You can only apply for an ETA through the Australian ETA application. You can find the link in the description box. But you may not apply for an ETA at the moment. The application process has been stopped after the COVID-19 pandemic. It might be a bit confusing. What are the differences between an eVisa and ETA? Let me clarify this way. The requirements and validity period are exactly the same. Both the eVisa and ETA can be used as a tourist visa or a business visa. The only differences between an eVisa and ETA in Australia are 1. The nationalities accepted, 2. The different application procedures, 3. The differences in application fees. The application process for ETA is shorter than eVisa. An eVisa is free of charge, but there is a fee for ETA. I should mention again that at the moment you may not apply for an Australian ETA. Further information will be announced here. At this stage, let's say you're not eligible for Australia eVisa. What should you do? You need to apply for a tourist visa. Use the link in the description box to apply for a tourist visa. You need to submit the documents and pay the fees. They vary by your nationality and purpose of stay. A general list of documents could be like this: passport, Australian visa form, paid visa fee receipt, one identity picture, national identity card, clean record certificate, family certificates, evidence of financial means, health insurance, authorized recipient form, evidence of temporary stay, detailed itinerary, accommodation reservations, employment permission letter, an invitation letter if you will visit a friend or relative. The website will inform you of the procedures to receive your visa. To enter Australia by flight, you need COVID-19 vaccination certificate and the Digital Passenger Declaration or DPD. Find the link in the description box to get it. You won't need it if you're a flight crew. The DPD request contains official health information. Passengers who do not make the declaration before they board their flight may be delayed when arriving in Australia. If you arrive on a cruise vessel, you must complete a Maritime Travel Declaration or MTD. It captures health and other critical information prior to disembarking the vessel. You do not need to undertake a negative COVID-19 test before you travel to Australia. Remember that you must wear a mask for the duration of your flight to Australia. Children under 11 and people with medical conditions are exempt from wearing a facial mask. If you don't agree to wear a mask, you will not be allowed to check in or board the aircraft. You can remove your mask to eat and drink, or the aircraft crew or government officials tell you to remove it for identification or emergency. Alright then, this was all that you need to know about Australia Tourist Visa and its eVisa. If you have questions, write them down in the comment section. The Visa Library team will get to them right away. Before you leave, ensure to like this video and download the free PDF file I promised you at the beginning of this video. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Thank you all for watching.